Okay, so I think it's time. We're already halfway through the show. Can you believe it?
Oh.
And you haven't said a word. You've hardly said a word.
Owls.
We're saving the best for the second half.
Yeah, I've just been using you to kind of, plan my show really. So how are you?
We're good, thanks. We're really good. Looking forward to the show tomorrow at the Lock Tavern, which should be really good.
Plug.
Plug,
Number one.
I tell you what, I'd nearly forgotten about that gig, honestly, because I didn't realise it was so close to.
So he absolutely loves us live. He's been really looking forward to it. You can see.
That's nothing. On Saturday at the All Dayer, to be fair, I hadn't booked this band. I got up on stage to introduce them and forgot their name.
Oh, got it.
It's absolutely terrible, and they were really good. They were fantastic. The Green, I can't even remember their name now. The Green Rock River Band, I think they're called, or something like that. But they were superb. So I'm going to book them, but I'm going to get someone else to introduce them. Anyway, I can't forget your name, Burning Condors.
Indeed.
I'm surprised you didn't pick Condors, as in.
I picked Turkey because I thought Condors wouldn't be there, but I thought...
That's a budget condor, isn't it?
Exactly. It's one of the family.
Yeah. Well, why did you choose the name Burning Condors, just out of interest?
Well, it's actually, our old drummer was the one who came up with the name, because we were talking about different band names when we first got together, and there were some right corkers that were throwing forward. And he had this idea. He was reading the Johnny Cash autobiography.
Okay.
And he'd got to the bit about the story where Johnny Cash is out in the desert, and he's completely high, and his car sets alight, and he burns down half of the forest, and there's loads of endangered condors there.
Right. Okay.
So we kind of thought from that it was quite a cool name, as we were obviously quite inspired by old country and blues and Johnny Cash especially.
Yeah.
I thought it was quite a cool name. And obviously sounds like a weekend activity as well. I mean, who wouldn't want to go out and burn some condors?
It's a nice story as well. I'm glad there's a rounded reason why it's not just burning.
I've just made that up on the spot, actually.
I don't remember that bit in the autobiography, and I have read it. I remember him going into the desert. I don't remember him setting fire to a car. And
he went fishing.
The story's changing now, you see.
He left his car to go fishing. And when he come back, condors were gone, weren't they?
Always happens. Okay, so shall we introduce? Well, shall we introduce you by name, because you've got a new member?
We do.
Excuse me. I've had this one since birth, Martin. No, we've got a fantastic new bassist.
My name is Keshav.
Pleased to meet you, Keshav.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Nice to meet you.
Keshav of Glasgow.
Yes.
It's very regal.
Keshav from Scotland. Yeah.
Of Scotland, yeah.
Scotland. I'm been in the. Well, this is my first gig with the band tomorrow, and it should be great. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what you replaced Chris?
I did replace Chris. Yeah. If you're listening, Chris, it's not personal. Nothing personal.
Was it acrimonious?
And if anything, you're better at spreadsheets now.
Which technically could be described as a dig, I think. Do you not want to talk about it?
Oh no, it wasn't anything much that happened. Just there was a massive fight between.
He went fishing.
But yeah,
All right.
condors got burnt. That's the way it happens.
Okay. All right. Well, let's move on from that. Obviously, it's a touchy subject.
But it's all right. We're going to dedicate our next song to him, which is called "Killing Time." So it's.
All right. Okay. is that what you? Is that you? So you brought some songs in. Is that what you're going to play first?
Now the next track we were going to play is. It's a track called Knockout. It's our current it's our single, which is out on May the 13th.
Okay.
There's a video up on Vimeo at the moment. It's a double A-side with Riot in the Streets, which is a track that track was written quite a while ago, before the London riots happened.
Yeah, you preempted it.
Yeah.
You caused it.
We went a little bit Nostradamus on it, and yeah. So, but the next track that we're going to play is Knockout, and hopefully you
It'll
enjoy.
work now. Is it working? Yes.
Lying in my bed. can't cut her. I got the keys to the heavens. Satanic tears escape trick for I'm done. My head hits the floor for the count, for the night. Her eyes lit up when I walked in the room. Sensed her bedevilment, no you did too. And how does it feel, man? It must turn you green. No, in your pretty little city, cowgirl is riding around down on me. I got your girlfriend lying in my bed. Oh, what a woman. Left a tattoo upon my neck as she draws my blood. But your mind, she slithers to my song. You can't please your girl. Sorry, son, when we are done. Her head hits the floor for the count, for the knock. Her head hits the floor for the count, for the knock.
Knockout. And it's called Knockout by the Burning Condors. Okay, so is that your new single?
That is indeed. It's out on May the 13th, alongside Riot in the Streets, from all good places to download. I'm not sure what exists aside from iTunes anymore. I think you can get it on
Amazon, I think.
Amazon.
Spotify.
Yeah, Spotify.
We can
See.
buy it from Spotify.
Yeah.
Incredible. What was that interesting sort of electronic noise at the beginning? I hadn't heard that before.
That was my new fade-in technique.
That's good. Yeah, I like that. Okay, I should point out actually that that we were intending to originally download the tracks from the Dropbox, and then but we couldn't get online, could we? So we had to do it directly from your Mac. So that's hence the noise. But I'm sure no one's even thinking about it now. They are. Well, I was on the way here, I was thinking about Dropbox. What is it? It's like an online safe.
Oh, Martin, don't get me started. It's
It's just like a safe, but online, isn't it? And you can't put money in it. You can just put songs in it.
I think
and
so.
information.
Yeah, something like that.
Like a file sharing
Yeah.
kind of thing as well. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I know what they are really. I'm just being silly, but I don't
I've
really
never used it. So.
Yeah, I don't really use them. Okay, so what else is going on with the band besides the gig tomorrow at the Locked Half Country of the Now? Free to get in 8 until 12. Come along.
Well, now you've given us that plug, we don't really know what else to say. That's kind of what.
Harriet Starling and the Good Honey supporting.
Has a roof garden as well, doesn't it? For beers and
smoke.
stuff.
What a brilliant thing
Look at
to,
that.
yeah, what a brilliant idea.
The weather's nice.
With
as
the
well,
weather.
yeah.
Smoking.
Might as well talk about the weather, haven't we? Everyone else is.
It's apparently it's going to get colder at the weekend. Cold snap coming.
Is it not tomorrow?
It's a good job we got a gig tomorrow then, isn't it?
Yeah, enjoy it while
Get
you
it
can.
while you
And what's the date again, Martin, for that one?
What, tomorrow? It's the 25th of April, 2008, 13. Dates are of no consequence to me. I don't live my life around
You just
it.
live in the moment, don't you? That's clearly.
I wondered how long it'd be before you started insulting me. On the way here, I was thinking, I wonder how far into the show we get before this might be.
I think we've been quite restrained so far. To be fair.
No, you have. It's all good fun, isn't it? So, and your album comes out, your single comes out on the same day as the Handsome Family's album, 13th of May. Interesting, isn't it?
It is. Coincidence.
Coincidence, yeah, coincidence. So, you've got the single coming out. You're recording an album.
Yeah, we recorded the album over in Nashville, Tennessee, and we were lucky enough to have the bassist from the legendary Shack Shakers, Mark Robertson, invited us over to Nashville after we supported them on tour over here, and we cut the album. It was not last summer, the summer before, so it's been a little bit of a while getting it all together and getting it ready to come out. Obviously, we've got new band members and all the fun and games that goes with integrating all that. So, finally getting the album out in September this year.
Okay.
So we've got a couple of singles coming out before then. Obviously, the one on May the 13th, as I mentioned, and another one in mid-July. So yeah, it should be. It's quite an exciting time for us at the moment.
Okay, so what track? What other tracks did you bring in?
We've got a song called "Bringing Back the Blues," which is a track that we actually recorded with JD from legendary Shack Shakers.
Okay,
playing blues harp on it, and we're also lucky enough that when we actually played a show out in Nashville, and Dave Rowe, who was the double bassist and the upright bassist in the Tennessee Three, Johnny Cash's backing band. He was in the audience, and he said he'd come down and play on one of the tracks.
Brilliant.
So I think that's probably why Churchy left the band, because we replaced him with Dave Rowe.
I'm not intimidated by Dave Rowe. So.
Exactly. It's like, play with Johnny Cash.
Yeah,
I'm from Glasgow, mate.
Yeah, I know. I can take anything. I've seen tune spots.
So yeah, that's the track that we're going to play next, Bringing Back the Blues.
Okay.
£50 haircut with skinny jeans. A bag geeks try to tell you what is cool. Who are they that say that the blues are through? Keep on wishing. Can't see what they're missing. It's time to cut them down. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sounding good. Bringing back the blues by Burning Condors. So, where does that fit into the scheme of things?
Where does that fit into the scheme of things? What, in life in general, it's obviously a quintessential song.
It's a song of my life, man. Song of my life.
I was hoping so. No, it's sounding good.
You sound surprised.
No, I wouldn't say surprised.
Astounded.
I think you need to learn how to take a compliment. No, I'm not surprised at all. I expected it all along.
You sound like you have a bet going on with someone.
What do you mean? What was someone that was not here?
Oh yeah, someone listening.
Sorry, I'll get
Better if it's good or not. Who cares?
Oh, right, okay. Well, no, I think he's good. I'm not surprised. I knew, I always knew you had potential. But whatever I say, it's going to come out sounding bad, isn't it?
Just move on. Then.
Yeah. Let's just leave it. Okay. So what else? Should we know about?
What else should you know about us? What kind of we're doing? Kind of like a dating profile kind of thing now. Is that where it's going, or
It could be speed dating on the radio.
I am single, so I know tomorrow at the gig. Look at the bassist.
That's brilliant. I don't think anyone's ever used this radio, or certainly not admitted to use this radio show to pick up a partner of their choice.
So I think if we should slip some Barry White on now, that would just
Yeah, Marvin Gaye, just come on. My name is Kish.
Okay, well, we'll see what we can do.
Back to
Tomorrow, yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, you'll be there tomorrow as well, so
Yeah.
you
Oh,
can be
yeah,
living
I'll
proof.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
don't forget his name when you introduce him.
That's how I'll introduce you as a potential boyfriend for someone.
Thanks.
Is your potential?
Sorry?
Best we don't go there, I think.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe we'll just forget it.
Yeah, let's just forget everything.
It's my first gig, so that's a bit too much.
It's actually getting worse than I imagined it would be. No, so any other gigs coming up, or
We're actually just going to have a little bit of a kind of break gigging wise for a couple of months, and then start again just before the album comes out. We're going to possibly play at the Troubadour for our kind of launch party.
Okay.
We're just in the midst of confirming a date for that. So that will be the kind of next big one that we'll get everyone down for. Should be really good. Should be a good night. I will invite you, Martin, don't worry.
Oh yeah, good. Well, I mean, maybe come on. When's the album coming out again? Autumn.
The album's out in September.
Okay. Well, maybe come back in and bring a copy of the album.
Yeah, no, sounds good.
Okay, so do you find that it has any input or does it affect the band in any way, you coming from disparate parts of the country?
Was it kind of like some rivalries or kind of?
I don't know, you tell me, I'm just asking you.
I don't think
Obviously
Glasgow and
now you've
London have a rivalry. I think London's just a lot higher.
Right, okay.
It's because we're on a London radio show.
Yeah,
you feel like you have
right.
to kind of.
Yeah. Is there any Glaswegians out there? Just send
But,
them over.
well, it's worldwide. I like to think of it as international.
An international station, sorry,
yeah.
with the World Wide Web.
Exactly, and we have had listeners all over, believe it or not, in Alaska and Australia.
You're right, I don't believe you.
And obviously there's the Yorkshire connection.
Yeah.
Marcus.
Me and you grew up quite close together, didn't we, me and you, Mike?
We were really close, yeah, we were like brothers. Well, I'm from Dewsbury, and you're from
Bradford.
Bradford, yeah, and I often frequent Bradford even now.
Good little city, that, isn't it?
Yeah. No, me and my son love it. Go to the Kashmir every time we're there.
Oh, yeah.
Still there, still going strong. I've been going there for about 25 years. It's brilliant.
Is that like some kind of working man's club?
No, it's an Indian restaurant.
Oh, okay.
It's absolutely fantastic. Okay, so if anyone at the Kashmir is listening, hello. Okay, so do you want to play another song for us?
Why not?
Are you going to play one from the laptop or from this CD?
I reckon if we play Last Train Home, that's a pretty good one. That's going to come out around the time of the album.
Last train home. Let's do it.
Okay.
This is for the people running for the trains and stuff like that.
It's about change in the last year.
Come on down this concrete bed with restless seeing stars. Your hourglass shines, morning's breaking like a heart. You start to lose your girl when it's well on me, don't recognize myself. It gets late, you turn your sarcastic face. You go choosing the last train home. Left praying home, somebody save me from in the morning. I should have known this every night on my way. I'm always chasing that train home. Mountains in our bed, the playing games starting at your breakfast club. Well, just fuck it now, might as well right on. How we go chasing the last train home. Left praying home, somebody save me from back in the morning. I should have known this every night on my way. I'm gonna keep that train home. And I got your back when everything is cool. Now listen, that fool gonna tell you what we gonna do. 'Cause this night is getting old, but I'm too young. I'm feeling oh so young. And then I'm gonna get We go chasing the last train home. We go chasing the last train home. We go chasing. We go chasing. We go chasing on. We go chasing the last train. Not long as I go.
Superb, very good. And that was, what was that called? Last Train Home, was it?
That was indeed.
Last train home.
Last Train Home. And you'll be getting it soon because we're coming to the end of the show. Only got 7 minutes.
Unless
to
you're
go.
listening to this on Sunday.
Very good. When you will be just about to prepare your Sunday roast, no doubt. This is Bonanza Son on Resonance 104.4 FM. And, we're coming up to the last 7 minutes of the show, and we've got the Burning Condors. Well, not live in session, but live in effect.
Live in person.
Live in person, which is even better.
That is indeed.
No, it's not. I'd have preferred if you'd have been playing a section. No, well, I mean, it's good that you're bringing in exclusive tracks that no one's heard on radio before, so, you know, that's why it's better. Got myself out of that one, didn't I? OK, so, well, if you're enjoying what you're hearing, which I'm sure you are, come and see them tomorrow at the Lock Tavern as part of Country of the Now. And
Roof garden, everything.
Roof garden for smoking.
Bar for drinking.
Bar for drinking, yeah. It's somewhat unique in movements in bars. And as well as the Burning Condors, we've got Harriet Starling and the Good Honeys. There's a guest DJ Spooky Lady Sideshow. And there's a little Bonanza Son DJ set. And it's free to get in tomorrow, the 25th. Thursday at 8 o'clock. It'd be great to see you all up there at the Lock Tavern at 35 Chalk Farm Road. OK, well, fast approaching the last 5 minutes of the show. Do you want to play another one? Or am I going to trigger this? Or?
Let's trigger track 4 on
Should we
start
start a riot?
Well, The reason why Marcus says that, ladies and gentlemen, is that this song was written, preempted the riots, didn't it, really? It's quite amazing. You must have been scared when it all kicked off.
Yeah, I was, because I got a brick was coming towards me head.
Well, didn't you record it near where they happened as well?
Well, yeah, it was recorded just round the corner and actually written in Tottenham Hale. We place that we used to rehearse called Bally Studios. Really good studios, actually. We'll give that a little plug while we're here as well.
Yeah.
It's just by Tottenham Hale, and then obviously it all kicked off in Tottenham a couple of months later. So that was quite strange.
Bizarre,
yeah,
isn't it? Yeah.
It was quite strange, and we had nothing to do with anything. Little disclaimer.
Of course. Okay, well, shall I play said track then?
Let's do it.
Get your dancing shoes on, people, if you're listening.
Here it is, the Burning Condors, and the full title is
Riot in the Streets.
Taking on the streets, I feel the concrete rumble beneath my feet. I feel the concrete rumble beneath my feet. They shake to make her waking from his sleep. Call jobless young, get out of bed and show 'em that we're here now. Didn't riot in the streets. See, this whole world can't change. The money men will always catch the break. The money men will always catch the break. Another broken joke that cheats at me again. Well, let's go smash his champagne down and kick it over London town and riot in the streets. I'm calling out. Shake the game up, shake the game up, shake the game up, shake the game up. And they know it knows. Because the riots in the streets.
Come here now, girl. Look at this world. You may not know there's much to us than chasing girls, but I've been down blind road too many times and know it's wrong. Can't you see it's wrong when it's social genocide? Can't turn your eyes to blind if it's come down to this. Let's riot in the streets. Your Saturday night slacks, dreaming at their rags. If it's come down to this, let's riot in the streets. Everybody, we can run and shout the yeah-yeah-yeahs, the unreality stars. It's time. It's time to riot in the streets.
Okay, right in the streets from the Burning Condors, and we're pretty much out of time. So if you enjoyed that, which I'm sure you did, come along and see them tomorrow night at the Lock Tavern. Thanks for coming in, guys.
Cheers for having us, man.
Cheers.
Always a pleasure.